See, wearing crowns have raised over $1,000 apiece. AIDS Walk team members should turn in their pledges before proceeding to the team meeting area. If you did not collect any pledges, please consider making a personal contribution to support today's AIDS Walk at the donation tables, also located in the sign-in area. If you are a member of a gold team and have pledges to turn in, you may do so at Gold Team Sign-In, located on the tennis courts to the right of the stage. After you've signed in, please come to the stage area for the opening ceremony featuring ABC's news anchor Dan Ashley. Woo! Please be advised that smoking is not permitted in Golden Gate Park. And please remember to join us for the post-walk picnic starring Q from RuPaul's Drag Race. Join us at the stage now for the AIDS Walk opening ceremony.
Okay, and Mackenzie, now walk over there.
Okay.
Yeah, you just give me.
Little change in plans. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome AIDS Walk San Francisco Executive Director Bert Champagne.
Welcome to AIDS Walk 2024. I'm Dan Ashley here at Robin Williams Meadow in Golden Gate Park.
Good morning, everybody,
Thousands
and
have
welcome
gathered,
to AIDS
as
Walk
we
San
do
Francisco.
every year, to raise money for this amazing organization that supports all kinds of organizations in the Bay Area that help with research, help with treatment,
we do want to
help
acknowledge
with awareness for those who are facing HIV and AIDS. And over the years, literally millions of dollars have been raised, and with your help, we'll do that again today. Again, this is the opening ceremony kickoff,
and
I
ABC7's.
have two duties, one to talk with you and the other to talk with the audience.
Chevron.
So bear with me as I kind of juggle that responsibility, but it's a lot of fun for us to be here.
Right. Our Merck sponsor and a lot of other sponsors.
And speaking now is Bert Champagne, who is the CEO and Executive Director of this event.
30 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dan Ashley.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you, Bert. I think that just means I'm old. Hey, good morning, AIDS Walker San Francisco. Make some noise. You all look beautiful. Thank you for being here once again on another balmy San Francisco morning. But you know, in years past, we've had rain, we've had freezing cold, and we've had blazing sun. And of those three, I'd rather take the first two, right? Blazing sun can be a little tough on this walk. Thank you for being here. How are you today? You are live on the ABC7's stream, so make a lot of noise for us. We are so honored to be here once again with some amazing sponsors, all of my colleagues at ABC7. We are so grateful to be a part of this wonderful event, and the reason we are here every year is because the work still goes on, even though HIV and AIDS doesn't make the headlines it once did, which is a good thing because it's not the crisis in the same way it once was. We've made so much progress because of you, a lot of it, the money raised and the research done and the awareness. But there is still a great need in this community, as all of you here in this park know. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but there is still a great deal of work that has to be done. Still, people contract HIV and AIDS every year. Still, people are living with this disease, and thank goodness the medications have gotten so much better so that their experience with this disease is not nearly as harsh and certainly not as dire and even deadly as it once was. That's all a good thing. But the reason AIDS Walk San Francisco is still a thing, the reason we are still here, is because there's still a lot of work yet to do. So thank you for everything you're doing. We are very grateful. And again, I'm doing double duty. I'm emceeing, I'm talking with you guys, but I'm also live on television. So I'm kind of going back and forth, which is a lot of fun for me. If you're watching the stream, Bert, where are you? Well, Bert just left. I want to bring Bert back up because we have a nice program for you to start this ceremony and to get things kicked off before you actually start to walk. And we want to acknowledge so many amazing fundraisers. Some of you star walkers every year have raised really a small fortune for AIDS Walk San Francisco. And they have done really incredible work over the years, and it's so many familiar faces year in and year out do such great work. And Bert, where are you? Hey, Bert, come on back up. Here comes Bert. Bert, come on up with me. So we want to thank them, and we want to also acknowledge our sponsors because they do such, and we're going to run those down for you in more detail in a moment, because this event doesn't happen without their great support.
And so, Dan, you know who we're going to bring up? We are going
Board
to bring
members.
up our two board members. We are going to bring up Robert Mansfield and Isaac Rodriguez.
Isaac and Robert, come on up here, and we'll speak with them for a moment. These two guys I've known for years. They're on the board of AIDS Walk. Gentlemen, come over here. Come in front of this mic, maybe.
All right.
There you go, Isaac. Isaac, let's start with you, if you would. You know, every year, caring people come out and make this walk a success. Why is it still so important that we are here?
First, I want to thank everybody for being out here today. You guys give yourselves a big hand, a round of applause. And to answer your question, Dan, it is so important that people come out here because there's still so much work to be done. This is a time when we need passionate and loving people in our country. It's a time of activism, and AIDS Walk is a place where you can come and have a voice. You are always welcome here. You guys are leaders of your community, and even without speaking, just by being here, you guys are representing a solid group of people that are doing a good thing for the San Francisco community. So thank you so much for being out here.
Isaac, that's such a good point, Isaac. They are speaking with their presence, and they're speaking volumes, Robert.
Volumes, yes. People, you know, people want to do something, they don't know what they can do, and this is what they can do. We come out, we're a real community. People who love each other, people that they're remembering loved ones they've lost, they're remembering loved ones that are affected right now, and this is the way we can all get together and support each other.
You know, and I want to point out, this year we're right at $1 million.
Right at $1
so
million.
we're going to go right over that threshold with a little bit more support. But over the years since 1987, AIDS Walk has raised tens of millions of dollars. Do you have the figure handy by chance? Do you know what the number is? $97 million has been raised.
Straight into the Bay Area community.
And I think that's an important point to point out, to make, is that all of the money raised in the Bay Area stays in the Bay Area.
Yes, yes indeed.
You know, and Isaac, if you would talk a little bit about some of the beneficiaries that mean a lot to you, or that mean a lot to this organization, and why it's so important. You want Robert? You want to take that? Please.
Missed me with the. Actually, I've got one of the beneficiaries right over here.
Take your time.
Boy, sorry about this.
No.
I start rattling off.
This happens every day to me on live TV, so don't worry. But you know, the important thing is all of the money that you guys out there in the audience have raised stays here in this community. It doesn't go off to some other organization. It makes a difference in our community directly.
Right. Okay, I got the list now.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the UCSF 360 Wellness Center and Women's HIV Program. It's the Castro Country Club, Hive, Maitrey, Ward 86, MERS Foundation, ALRP, West County Health Centers, La Clinica, Huckleberry Youth Programs, Santa Rosa Community Health, Rainbow Community Center, National AIDS Memorial, and the UCSF Alliance Health Project. And I hear some applause from the crowd, so I know we've got representatives of each out here.
You know, and the $1 million at least that were raised today, that's a lot of money for these organizations when you divide that up. They get a significant amount of money, so Isaac, it has a huge impact.
It does. The money that's raised, we have a community partner program where a lot of these organizations, the money that they raise goes directly back to their organization so that they can continue to provide the services to the community, to the people that need it. So it is highly important. The fundraising definitely circles right back around and goes directly to those organizations that need it.
That's one of the pieces we're proudest of is our co-beneficiary program. A small organization that doesn't have a development team, they don't have a production team, they can't put on a gala, they can come under the umbrella of this event, which is well established, well known, supported by Dan Ashley at ABC every year. They can use the funds raised here, their teams get that money back. So they can use this walk as their big gala, their big event each year.
The impact is just enormous, and it's exponential. Guys, thank you so much. Please give a big hand to Robert and Isaac.
Thank you, everybody.
Who serve on the board of AIDS Walk. Thank you guys very much. So we're going to get you guys walking in just a few minutes. You feeling good? You guys feeling good? Yeah. All right, you're looking good. I like some of these costumes. All right, Robert? Dan Burnell?
All right, Dan.
Oh, yeah, some terrific guys. Thank you. Great to be here. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. What are we talking about? We're talking. Let's come over here to this one. Maybe take that one, too. Both of them. We'll split up.
Great.
I'll let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Dan Bernal, Vice Chancellor for Community and Government Relations at UCSF, Team UCSF. Woo!
Used to be with Congresswoman Pelosi's office for years, right?
Yes,
That's
22 years.
And say hello.
Hello. My name is Jan Oscarsson, and I'm the Director of Nursing for Ward 86. So honored to be here.
Well, we're so delighted to have you guys here. Tell me a little bit, I'll start with you. Why are you here?
Well, before I say that, first of all, it was such an honor to be a part of the dedication of the bench to you for your 30 years of support and allyship, and ABC7 for the AIDS Walk. 30 years! He has been one of the key partners and biggest supporters of AIDS Walk, so thank you, Dan.
Yeah, well, it's an undeserved honor, but I've been so grateful to have been here and be a part of this with my amazing television station and my wonderful colleagues that I work with, so thank you for that. You're very kind. But let's talk about why UCSF is involved and why this is so impactful.
So UCSF has been a San Francisco institution for 160 years and has participated, for 160 years, and has participated in AIDS Walk since its inception in 1987. We are so proud that this year we have more than 200 learners, faculty, and staff as walkers and have raised more than $85,000.
Wow, you guys make some noise. Woo. All right, stay there. And listen, tell me a little bit about why, from a nursing perspective, why is this event so important, and what do you see every day, and what have you seen change over the years?
I mean, over the years, this is media training in motion. I mean, this event, I mean, it is so wonderful to be here, and just to see colleagues and people that come to clinic and you know, all of us sort of come together on a foggy morning to work on raising funds to move the needle forward. That's why we're here. It is an absolute honor to be here, and I am moved. I am both excited and feeling my feelings, it's wonderful.
It is an emotional day. Every year I'm here, there's something about it that's so beautiful to see all of these caring people come together to help people they know, but also perfect strangers.
Exactly, and that's what makes this such a unique event, because people are here to move the needle forward, decked out in swag and crowns and glitters and jewels, and we're here, and then we're going to walk together, and we're going to do this again and again and again, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful.
And I'm looking out, look at tears. I see people with tears running down their faces, wiping their eyes, because it is deeply emotional what happens here every year. And then the money that is raised that benefits people 365 days a year.
Yes. Well, so Dan, so many of the researchers and physicians and nurses in UCSF have been a part of the fight against HIV/AIDS since the very beginning. Ward 86 just commemorated 40 years in San Francisco providing critical care that has literally saved lives. And I have to say, on a very personal level, I'm someone who's been living with HIV for more than 30 years. And I know that I would not be alive today were it not for the courage and the commitment and the hard work of the physicians at UCSF and San Francisco General Hospital and Ward 86. So I am deeply grateful for all of the work that's been done at UCSF, at San Francisco General Hospital, across San Francisco, the Department of Public Health, and very personally grateful to everybody who's walking today. So thank you all for your commitment and support.
Yeah, and think, really, it has made such a difference. And think how much has changed in the 30 years since you received your diagnosis. It was scary then, obviously, truly terrifying even just years before, but that has changed, thankfully.
Yes, it was a death sentence back in the 80s and 90s, but has been now changed to a chronic and manageable illness through so much innovation. And now UCSF, Ward 86 in San Francisco are part of the Getting to Zero initiative, which aims towards zero transmission, zero deaths, and zero stigma for people living with HIV, and is on the way to, in San Francisco, leading the way to an AIDS-free generation.
Yeah, it's magical. All right, hang on one second. And let me go back, because he makes a great point. You know, the first year that I was involved in AIDS Walk was 1995, and I will never forget being here on this big stage and looking out at 25,000 people. And I had tears in my eyes as well, because I was so moved that all of these caring people came out, and not only did they raise money, they raised awareness, but all of these years later, because of the money and the awareness, the stigma that was so attached to this terrible disease, while still there in some circles, has changed utterly, which is such a nice thing to see.
No, I mean, and it's wonderful. And the thing is that like what is so unique about the collaboration in San Francisco, the support of the community, the support of the network of providers and hospitals and clinics and community-based organizations that come together, and we work in harmony to move this forward. And events like this, the money that is raised is fundamental to start clinical programs, to develop innovation, to seed new clinical programming because of evolution in the epidemic. Back in the days, we were not planning for people to grow old with HIV.
Yeah. There was no expectation of that.
There was no expectation of that. And now we are working towards, building out programming for people aging gracefully with HIV, which is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Our industry partners, researchers, the community, the leaderships of the institutions that I work for, UCSF, San Francisco General Hospital, Department of Public Health, coming together and fully supporting the work. Absolutely, resolutely is everything.
I love that. Absolutely and resolutely. Great words, because that's what it has taken all these years. And I just want to say, UCSF has been around for 160 years. I just want to say, you don't even look close to 160 years. You look fantastic.
Doing my best.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give them a big hand. Give them a big hand. Bert, come on up.
Oh, so now, you know what, I'm going to officially thank our sponsors. So I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Gilead. Without them, we would not be here. Our grand sponsors, ABC7, right here next to me, and Beef Healthcare. We have our principal sponsors, Biorad and Chevron. Our supporting sponsors, Merck, and that delicious breakfast you had in the tent from Black Tie Affair Catering. Our event sponsors, Amphar, PepsiCo, and Recology. Our co-chairs, Avid Bank. And we want to thank our in-kind sponsors, because those are the people that gave us stuff for free. So let's give it up for Dole Packaged Food, Go-Go Squeeze, Fabulous Me, some of you have those beautiful fans, and our friends at Safeway who took care of us this year. So thank you to all of them. And speaking of sponsors, I would like to bring to the stage Scott Chowder from Biorad.
Come on up, Scott. Scott, come over here to this microphone. Great to see you. Great to see you too. Great to be with you. Thank you, Scott, for being here. Tell me why you're here. Explain that to everyone.
I think I'm here mostly as a reminder, as you said, of how far we've come in progression against this disease, and all the research that's gone behind that over the years. There's a lot to go to get to zero, as we mentioned, but there's just so much to remind us. And also, I think, with our folks at UCSF, know that access to healthcare for everybody is really key to getting to that zero number.
Yeah, and it is deeply gratifying to see and to know how much progress has been made since 1997, since the first AIDS Walk. We have seen the arc of this disease change remarkably, thank goodness.
Yes, and I was also in those first days of the AIDS Walk as well, and just remember having friends we didn't know if the new therapies were going to work for them. Some did, some did not. And now it's just so much better, and we're working on vaccines and everything. So,
yeah. And it's because of two things: money and awareness,
Yes.
which is what this event does.
yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank
And
you.
I know, having been here all these years, this must be a little emotional for you to see.
It can get that way, yeah, definitely. But actually, looking out at this many people is just amazing, and seeing that, you know, everybody has this dedication, this camaraderie that we have. It's really great.
That's really one of my favorite parts of this day, is looking out and seeing all these smiling faces, eager to make a difference, excited to be here every year, and knowing what they're doing is literally changing and saving lives.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great to be with you. Thank you. Thank you. Big hand, please. Thank you, guys. I have to remember which mic I need to speak on. All right. What do we have?
So now we want to bring up one of our top fundraisers for many years. He's either the #1 fundraiser or the #2 fundraiser. You know him very well, Dan.
Yes.
Glenn Good.
Glenn, come on, Glenn. Glenn is one of our heroes. I have seen Glenn every year for decades, and every year he raises an enormous amount of money. Come on over here, Glenn. Give him a big hand.
Good morning. Good morning.
Glenn, let's start with the bottom line. How much did you raise this year?
$60,000.
$60,000?
$60,000.
Is that a personal best?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost. You can still give. You can still give. We're not done yet, so we gotta keep getting contributions.
But why? You and I see each other every year.
Yeah.
Why do you keep coming back? Why is it important to you?
Well, we still have a job to do. We have to end this epidemic. We have to raise funds and give hope to people that need help. Thank you for all you're doing, and thank you for everyone who's out here today, whether you raised 1,000 or 100 or 75,000. You're the heroes. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Glenn. You're a hero. You're one of those heroes. Thank you very much, Glenn. Give him a big hand. I mean, honest to goodness, he wears his heart on his sleeve for this event every year. Okay, come on, Bert.
And so I want to talk about what's behind me and what's up on the hill. You guys all see the quilt? We want to thank Gert and her team for bringing the quilt out every year to remind us why we're here and all the loved ones we lost. Gert, I know you're hiding somewhere. You're right there. You want to come up and say hi?
Come on up.
Let's bring Gert up from the quilt.
Gert, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Gert, here, go, Gert. Just say hello to everyone. Why is it so? Tell us about the importance of the quilt to you, and why it's important that we always are mindful of what it represents.
Well, the quilt, for me anyway, I'll start crying. Most of my friends are on that quilt, and that's why it's so important. And all of you, I know I have a lot of friends on the quilt too. And they were wonderful people, and we have to remember how wonderful they were, and that people should never have to go through what they went through.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Thank you, Gert, very much. Yeah, it's no one should have to go through what they went through, but with your help, people won't. So that's the joyful part of this today.
And so now, as we close this opening ceremony, if you see 3 cute girls over at that checkpoint over there volunteering, they're little blondes, those are my goddaughters.
Oh.
Yes, I'm giving them a shout out because they said, will you take me to Disneyland, will you take me here, will you take me? I'm like, why don't you do something for me? And so they're over there volunteering. You know, we have a lot of our top fundraisers out here and a lot of our special friends. And earlier today, over in the National Aids Memorial Grove, we dedicated a bench to this hero right here, Dan Ashley, and I didn't cry, and that was really hard because I kept cracking when I was just trying to talk about it. When you guys all come back, we are going to have Q, who actually got on a plane because it's Y2K24 with the airlines lately.
Yeah.
But Q will be here performing live in the tent at 12:30. And now I would like to stop my phone from ringing. We would like to bring up the Glide Choir, who will be singing You'll Never Walk Alone. And as they are singing it, Dan is going to be reading some of the names from the quilt. And we thought that's the most appropriate way to start this walk. So thank you all for coming out. Have a great walk. Please listen to the park rangers. Please listen to anybody that asks us to be safe. The park has been absolutely wonderful working with us again this year, and we want to thank you. Dan, thank you.
Thank you, Bert, very much. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for what you are doing. It is making a huge difference. Every step you take today, know that you're helping someone that you know and someone you don't know and may never meet, but you've changed and helped their lives. Thank you all. Have a great walk.
As many as
Okay. You guys start when you're ready, but I'm going to read some names.
Yeah, I got
Oh, great. Thank you. I'm so thank you.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be
Hank Sharp.
afraid of the dark.
David Maynard.
End of the storm is the golden sky and the
Rock Hudson.
silver song of a lark.
Philip Dimitri Galas.
Walk on through the rain, though your dreams be
Milton Krieger.
and lost and lost. Walk on,
Larry Gorell.
with hope in your heart, and
John Sims.
walk alone.
Gray Vassy.
You'll never walk
Members of the Gay Men's Chorus, San Francisco. Please give them a big hand. Thank you very much. It's an emotional but beautiful day. Thank you again for all that you are doing to help those who are living with this disease, to prevent others from ever contracting this disease. It's always a pleasure to be here on behalf of everyone at ABC7, all of our amazing sponsors, Bert and everyone associated with AIDS Walk, the National AIDS Memorial, everyone here. Thank you for what you're doing. Have a wonderful walk and enjoy the rest of your weekend and the rest of your Sunday, knowing you have helped a lot of people. Thank you all so much. Thank you. And if you're watching us still on the stream, we're going to get people off and walking. Mackenzie, my amazing photographer. We're having fun, aren't we, Mackenzie?
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Good to see you. Hey, tell me again, this is a good friend of mine. See him every year. We're live on the stream. Why are you here every year?
I'm here every year because I've been living with HIV for 30 years, and I need to walk to support people that need the help as much as I do right now, but more so for them, because I've gone through a lot, and I just want to continue to participate as long as I can. Make sure I can do what I can.
We see each other every year. You're just such a beautiful spirit. When you were first diagnosed, it was a different time.
Oh, it was very it was very
still scary, but it was really scary.
Yeah, it was really scary. The 2 weeks in between is a nightmare. But just finding out that you're positive, it kind of just shifts everything in you. And then trying to survive it was a challenge because the drugs were very different back then. So now I'm very grateful.
Chris Minor.
But you're doing great now, right?
Yeah, well, 18 surgeries
Richard
later,
Mulholland. Blackstone.
Have a good walk. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Literally every year. Yes,
been your biggest fan.
Oh, you're so sweet.
For 30 years.
Yes, you're so sweet. We're live on the stream. You're so kind to say that. I appreciate you watching all these. Why are you here today?
I'm here for a lot of friends and family that have passed away from either cancer or AIDS, and to support the community. which is so important. And to meet you.
Well, you're so sweet. I'm just proud to meet you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, why are you here today? I saw you crying. Why were you crying?
Because I have a lot of relatives that died of AIDS.
Oh, you do? Bless your heart. I'm so sorry. So that's why it's so important for you to be here to honor their memory and to help others?
Yes, I've been doing it since 1985 and only missed 3 of them, so I'm a dedicated walker.
Bless your heart. That's really important. And boy, you came into this back when it was a truly terrifying time.
Exactly.
All right, well, thank you for being here. I saw tears running down your face as we were talking today. I know it's emotional. Thank you. Thank you so much. You come say hi to me. Tell me your name.
Magdalene Kingery.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Why are you here?
I'm working for family members, friends, and the community. People I've lost and people I will never meet. I've met you since 2020.
I know.
20,000. I've been working, since I started working with Chevron, and I've been seeing you.
You're so nice. You come up
we
every
both
year.
started when we were teenagers, and now we are old people.
That's true, right?
Yes, so I was looking forward
I am anyway, not you.
Yes,
I'm so glad to see you.
yeah. But anyway, thank you for all you do for the community.
Oh, gosh, it's a privilege. Thank you. And Mimi, sorry, one moment. Mimi, are you telling me that's out?
No, that's how much that's the current time.
Oh, how much more to go?
So you have another minute or so, whenever.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me. This is sort of pirate TV. I got about another minute. Let me end then by saying a few things about this great day. And I'm going to ask Mackenzie. Mackenzie's pan around here with me and look at all of the thousands of people who have gathered here, who are now beginning their walk. And now, Mackenzie, we turn around a little more. You can see people beginning their walk. It's a 5K walk, and with every step they take, they can feel really happy and grateful and gratified knowing that they're helping raise about $1 million today, maybe a little bit more, and that money will all stay here locally to several beneficiary organizations that help raise awareness, help improve drug treatments, help improve diagnostic abilities, and also just alleviate the suffering. And it's not just the disease, but it's some of the ancillary things that the diseases cause. You know, people lose their jobs, they need job training, they need emotional support, mental health issues that arise. Many of these beneficiary organizations help in that regard too, so it's even beyond medications and treatments. The impact that this event has had over the years since 1987 is incredible. $97 million raised, and today we'll tack on another $1 million. As always, on behalf of all of my wonderful, amazing colleagues and our great management team at ABC7 who are committed to this cause, I'm just grateful to be here once again and to do something that is so meaningful and just to be part of it and to tap into this great energy. And we talk a lot about building a better Bay Area. We mean that at the station, and they mean that here. They are building a better Bay Area with every single step they take, and it's just a wonderful thing. I cannot thank you enough for joining us and sharing this. If you feel so inclined to go to sfaidswalk.net and make a donation, it would sure help. But just being here helps, and we appreciate the support and your kind attention. I'm Dan Ashley on behalf of everyone at ABC7 News. Have a great Sunday. Bye for now.